Well, good morning, Group D. This is Mr. Lopez, and I just want to take this time right now to tell Lena you were correct. I went back and looked at the lessons from the previous week, and it looks like I made an error starting with yesterday's assignment. I believe it was 18.4, and we skipped 18.3. So you were correct, Lena, and I truly apologize. That was the error on my part. So we're going to continue. We're going to catch up with 18.3 next week. And the good thing about it is that lesson does not is not needed to build on the following lessons. So it's not like rounding where you have to know place value before. So that's the good thing. So I do apologize for that. I think most of you saw it, but I think Lena remembered to remind me yesterday. So it's okay. We're going to continue moving forward. We're looking at your daily task assessment from yesterday's assignment. You have your quiz this morning or this afternoon, depending on when you're looking at this video. Just like I told Lena yesterday in our live streaming video conference, this section is super easy. And I was thinking of doubling up some of them, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So we're going to take it slow, and we're on good pace to complete the rest of the assignments on a timely manner. So let's look at number 9 real quick. And again, we're just looking at using a number line to help solve these fraction problems. So since a sloth moves a quarter meter each second on the ground, so that's 1 second right here. That's 1 second. How far does a sloth move in 4? So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1 meter. 1 meter, because remember, this will be 4 over 4, and that's a whole number equals 1. On weekends, Salma's family hikes at the state park. They hike a quarter mile every 30 minutes. So a quarter mile every 30 minutes. How much of a mile do they hike in 90? So now I do another 30. That's a quarter. I do another 30. That's a quarter. And how many quarters do I have? 1, 2, 3. If I were to put this in a number line, it'd go 1 quarter here, another quarter here, another quarter here. This will be 0 quarter, 0 over 4. This is 1 over 4. This is 2 over 4. And this is 3 over 4. So it'd be 3/4 of a mile. Okay, do y'all see that? And the key to start with 0. You could line them up like this. Good. These are super easy. Okay, football team. Let's do these. A football team runs 1/8 of a lap around the track in 1 minute. So this is 1 minute here. How much of a lap did the team run in 5 minutes? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5/8. Which fraction is the farthest distance from 0? So you got a quarter, 1/2, 2/4, and 6/8. So you're going to be asking, well, how do I figure this one out? Okay. So if you take a look at your number line, let me delete that for you. Your answer is 6/8. Okay. Because if you look at your number line here, you start with 0/8. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is your whole number here. This is 8 over 8. This is 6, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one falls here. And 3/4, well, if you put these in quarters, this is a quarter, 1/8. This is a quarter. This is a quarter. This is half. 2/4. So if you put these in quarters, you'll find that each one of these falls way before 6/8. So 6/8 is your longest one. And again, you do one with eighths and you do one with quarters, and you'll be okay. Okay, that was easy. All right, the next ones are pretty clear cut. When you take a look, is this ones you just plot them. If you plot them, you should be able to figure out which one. 2/8, you plot that one. 1/4, they're the same distance. 3/4, you plot that. 3/4 is here. 5/8 is here. 3/4 is farthest. 5/8 is here. 1/4 is here. So 5/8 is farthest. And this one, if you look at this one helps you answer the. If you look at this one, it will give you a good insight of the one we just did a few minutes ago. I just thought I'd add that one there. 3/8, plot that one. And 2/4. 2/4 is farther. Okay, 7/8 here. 3/4 is here. 7/8 is farthest. 3/4, 6/8, same distance. That was easy. For this one, you had to. The key was to start with 0/8, 0/4, and then jump. Okay. So 0/8, and then you go all the way to 8 here, and then 1/4, 0/4, 1/4 here, skip 1, 2/4, skip 1, 3/4, skip 1, 4/4, or 4/4. That equals 1. Notice these both equal 1. This was the key. Once you develop this one here, Harley has 3/4 of yellow kite string. It's here. Nora has 6/8. It's here. And Nora says she has more, but she's incorrect because they have the same. Because 3/4 and 6/8 fall on the same point. They're the same distance from 0. The key is making this right here, the 1/4, because we want to put it here when we do the 1/4. Okay, that's the big next one that's logical. But if you look at 2/8, if you simplify that, if you divide these by 2, 2/8 divided by 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that's a 1/4. That's how you figure these out. You reduce these. If you reduce these two by 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that's see how you get 2/4 here? So that's the key. That's how to make this number line true. And this was the key. Harley gets another 1/8, so they're here. Gets another 1/8, so it falls on 7/8. The key was getting this one set up. And noticing you don't put the 1/4 here. When you do your quarters, you don't put it here. You put it here. You skip 1 because 2/8 equals 1/4. Okay? Does that make sense? Good. Say Hannah, that makes sense? Ramen? Good. Mr. Lowe? Good. Ayan? Good. Isa? Miriam? Lena? Who am I missing? Jabril? I think that's all of us. Okay, so the key is making that number line. And here we have another number line. Another number line, you just flock of geese fly 1/4 of a mile. You plug that one in there every 20 minutes. So how far do the geese travel in an hour? So it's 20, 40, 60. We know that 60 minutes is 1 hour, so it'd be 3/4. So you have to know how many minutes are in an hour, and it's 60. So that he jumps the geese fly for 60 minutes. So it's 20, 40, 60. Okay, Adam uses an inch ruler, and if we use this one, it's going to help us answer this one here. Adam uses an inch ruler to measure and cut ribbon for an art project. Which statement best describes a piece that is 3/4? 3/4 will fall here. Okay, and 7/8 will fall here. So 7/8 would be the longest one. Do you see that? Do you see how you use this one? The key was use what's given here. And if you use this number line for this one, now I know it doesn't say use this number line for question 10, but you need to start using every piece of information that they're giving you. In the future, when you start taking tests in the higher grades, a lot of your answers for some questions will be answered in other questions that they ask you. The question that they ask you will give you an answer to a previous question. And you'll see how that works in the near future. But that's what they did here. They wanted to see whether you were able to use this one and say, hey, this number line is just like what I need up here. So 7/8 was larger. Or you could have created it. Okay. Oh, where are we? An ant travels 1/8 of a yard to an anthill every second. 1/8 is here. How far does it go in 6 seconds? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's either 3/4 or 6/8. I don't see 6/8 here. I do see 3/4, so that's your answer here. The next one, Edwin runs 1/8 of a mile around a track in 2 minutes. So 1/8, this is 2 minutes. He runs for 4 minutes. Okay, so now he's in 2/8. Then he walks another 3/8 of a mile. Another 3/8. That's 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. How far does Edwin go on the track? It's 5/8. It's right here. So just do one step at a time. 1/8. That's 2 minutes. Then he runs for 4 minutes. Okay, so this is 4 minutes. Then he walks for another 3/8. The key was moving 1, 2, 3. That's 5/8. Well, I hope this helped, and I do apologize for skipping the other section. If you happen to have done it already, both the guided practice and the math homework and daily task assessment, sit patiently and I'll try to develop that video for you shortly. If I don't get it done this week, it'll sure be the first thing that we do Monday for next week or the next following, when the pattern continues, or when it's the right time to do it after you take a certain quiz. Okay. So, other than that, I believe we've covered this pretty well. Good luck on your quiz. And if you have any questions, please send me an email. And I'm leaving those quizzes open for a long period of time, just in case you don't happen to have a chance to finish it, complete it during the week that it's assigned for whatever reason. And if you haven't noticed some of those grades in the gradebook yet, it's because I'm waiting for them to be completed by everyone. And tomorrow morning or today, I'll be inputting some from last week. And again, if you don't have time to finish it for whatever reason, you always have the video to refer to before you take the quiz. They're open for longer periods of time. I hope this helps. You all have a great, great, great day.